who would ever said or thought that the second phase of me coaching would have come in a place where I probably played my best individual ball in Detroit.
Coach, how warm of a welcome did you get from your Super Bowl winning teammate, Ray Agnew, when you got here to Detroit?
It was all smiles. Brother Ray, man, and he's, we call him Brother Ray. He was the OG in the locker room that was too old, too outdated to go anywhere when we got there. So he would just sit on a stool and live through us and laugh and smile. And, you know, I mess with Ray all the time, but I think Ray might have been in year 11. He was the OG. He was the old man in the locker room. You know, he's from North Carolina. I went to North Carolina. He went to NC State. I went to Chapel Hill. So he was the big brother, man. And even to this day, you know, he's a guy that I look up to, have a great deal of respect for. If I needed anything, I could call Ray. To see what Brad and Ray and the Lions organization have been able to do since they've been here is pretty cool. I'm jealous, actually, because as a player, this is what you dream for, right? And this is what you hope for.
Coach, you've worn so many hats. You've mentioned them. UNC Tar Heel, Super Bowl champion. You've also been a two-time Pro Bowler, and that happened here in Detroit. How did this city impact your football career?
The city is amazing, man. I could have retired here, right? And the reason why I say that, because I was very involved, ingrained into the community. I made a lot of friends. 2 of my kids was born here. Detroit welcomed me with big arms and treated me really, really well, my family really, really well. If I wasn't from Virginia and was so, you know, all my family wasn't over there, I probably would have settled down here because life after football would have been good. As soon as I stepped foot back in the city, in the D, man, I was reminded fast on the time that I had here, the smiles that was put on my face. It came back to me, the conversations that I had, the people that was excited for me to be back. It was pretty cool, man, and it's still every day, man. Like I brag about Detroit because people don't understand what Detroit really is until you get here, right? All that Detroit has to offer. The city, downtown is beautiful. The great sports teams here, right? How about the fans here in Detroit? The support system that we have here in Detroit, how badly they waiting for a winner. And so it's pretty cool to be back, man, and to see all the smiles and hear all the excitement right now with the team. The one thing that I would like to get out of my players is the one thing that I lived by when I was here, or just when I played the game. I was a confident guy that had fun, right? And I believe you can't get out there and do what you do if you're not confident, if you're not having fun, right? And we're going to forget fast. We're going to have short-term memory. And so that's one of the things that you have to be successful in this league. The reason why I coach is to give back, but I want these kids to have the chance to do what I did and be better than me. And so, but it starts with confidence and having fun.
The cornerbacks room looks more different than any other room here in Detroit Lions facility. How are you going to attack that new task of bringing these new guys in and getting them acclimated to the system Detroit wants to run?
Well, first and foremost, before you get a guy to do what you asked him to do, you have to establish a relationship. And that's, again, the difference, I think, in this staff, the group of men that Dan has been able to put together versus some of the guys that I played for, more scheme guys, you know, guys that get on the board, you know, that were smart football guys, right? Before they run through a wall, they have to be able to trust me. And so that's going to be the first thing that's going to be important with me and the players as they start to come in, is establishing that relationship and trust.
On the field, how do you want your cornerbacks to play?
Reckless, fun, loose, and be playmakers. We're going to get beat, we're going to make plays, but it's going to be the bounce back is what matters and what counts. I want to be aggressive. That's how I was as a player. I didn't back down from anybody, and I'm not going to back down from anybody as a coach. Dan doesn't back down from anybody, so it all trickles down. So that's how we're going to move.
You overlapped with Coach Campbell here in Detroit in '06. Is he exactly how you remembered?
Exactly. I mean, we were in the same draft. You know, I saw him in New Orleans in 2017. And seeing him now, he is the exact same. I mean, he's high energy, he's fun, he's relational, he's a friend. And so when you're working with guys like that, it's easy to follow, right? And I think the other thing that separates us, when you're working with a bunch of like-minded men, it makes the job easy. It makes the vision clear. Not saying we're gonna win every game, but the vision is clear on what is expected and what we want to do.
I want to give love to the Bly family. Have you trademarked the Bly 5 yet?
Actually, that was a tag on a couple of my on the
gram?
posts. On the gram, I think Bly 5. But yeah, I got a lot of kids, man. 2 of them was born here. My oldest son is a big Lions fan. 4 boys and a daughter. My princess, she was born here. And so, yeah, I'm excited to be back, man, and they're excited for me as well.